Amy here, and welcome to my new video. Today I want to talk to you about fall reading recommendations. So these are some books that remind me of autumn in general, not just Halloween. So things that are a bit spooky or dreary or kind of give you those fall feelings. That's what I want to recommend to you guys today. So let's get started. First up, we have Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. I am not a huge fan of Wuthering Heights. I think the characters are like ridiculously unlikable, and ridiculous is the key word there. But this is a super spooky book with ghosts and disembodied voices and death and moors and all kinds of creepy stuff. Plus, I think it's important to read some classics like Wuthering Heights even if you don't enjoy them that much, because now I understand all the Wuthering Heights references and jokes and pop culture clues that are popped into everything. So, you know, there's that. But yeah, Wuthering Heights, definitely one of my fall reading recommendations. Next up, we have Soleus by Gail Carringer. I really like the Soleus novels because they are kind of like a steampunk Victorian England, and they have things like witches and ghosts and vampires and werewolves and all kinds of cool stuff. So these are more for those of you who like kind of spooky monster reads without actually having any of the like gore or scariness, which is people like me, to be honest. I don't really like gory, scary things. So this one's just a really fun read. There are actually 5 novels in the series, so if you get into it, you can, you know, really just keep reading along. They're easy to get through, they're fun, and they also have manga versions of these books if that's something you guys are interested in too, and those are actually pretty well done as well, so would recommend. Next up, we have my current read, The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiver. So this is my current read, so I don't know a whole lot about it at this point in time, besides that it follows Blue and the adventures of 4 boys from the Aglenby. So these 4 boys who go to a private school in Virginia, and the boys are obsessed with the supernatural, and Blue's family is essentially full of people who can see the occult and who have powers in fortune telling and readings and stuff like that. That's as far as I've gotten so far, but I know that this is just supposed to be kind of like a spooky, creepy read, and I've heard this series is really good, so I'm excited to delve into it. Next up, we have A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. This follows the adventures of Gemma Doyle, who is a transfer into a Victorian-era boarding school, and she kind of bonds with these other girls who are kind of obsessed with things like the magic and the you know, dark magic and creepy stuff like that. And it has a lot of secrets in the school, so it's kind of a cool boarding school novel mixed with kind of like dark, magical Victorian England elements. And it does have some LGBT rep in it that I like as well, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, Great and Terrible Beauty, definitely one of my favorite fall reads. Next, we have This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. This book follows a tale of, it's set in a futuristic American society where there are actual monsters roaming the street. And it has like this really, really cool like creepy song rhyme that people sing about the monsters, and if that alone doesn't get you in the mood for Halloween, I don't know what will. I haven't read the sequel to this one yet, but it does have one called Our Dark Duet that I hope to tackle maybe this month if I get lucky. So yeah, if you like monsters and kind of creepy YA novels, would definitely recommend This Savage Song for you. Next up, for another classic for you guys, I would recommend Macbeth by William Shakespeare. It's a good, I mean, it's obviously really good quality. It's Shakespeare, it's held up forever, and it's just such a dark play about like insanity and power corrupting and all that kind of stuff that I think it has some really good, cool, creepy autumn vibes to it that I'm really into. So yeah, if you want to try out another classic this fall, I would go for Macbeth. Next up, we have The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstein. I've recommended this one a couple of times in previous videos because I just think it's really, really good and a really unique novel. So this one follows the Night Circus as it appears in different towns without warning, and it has really beautiful characters, and it's got like that really cool autumn vibe to it. So this one I would definitely recommend. I'm hoping I can give it a reread this season. Finally, what would autumn be without Edgar Allan Poe? If you don't at least read The Raven or one of his other short stories this year, I mean, are you even a book lover in fall? Okay, that's a little bit dramatic, but really, Edgar Allan Poe is one of my favorites. I love his poetry, his short stories are really good. I own his complete collection, obviously, though I have not read the entire thing because it's like 1,000 so pages long, probably. Yeah, 1,000. Man, I was almost right on. Anyway, Edgar Allan Poe is the ultimate in creepy autumn vibes, so I would definitely recommend any of his short stories, poetry, or whatnot for your fall reading recommendation list. So those are my fall reading recommendations for you. If you guys have any other suggestions of cool fall reads, go ahead and leave them in the comments below as usual. And if you have any other recommendations for like maybe winter reads, I can do a video like that too when the seasons change again. So just let me know. And thanks for watching. Bye!